You can sit up front, Tom. We don't bite. Mr. Lennox. He's not answering. It's now 6 o'clock. Call the February 24th, 2026 meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chief Mook, recognition of the Mill Creek Township Police Department. You have a couple items here.
Thank you, Chairman. Is this on? Yes? Okay. I want to take a moment to reflect on some of the significant accomplishments our organization achieved this past year. Our entire complement of corporals, sergeants, and lieutenants completed the FBI LEADA Supervisor Leadership Institute training seminar. It's too common in public safety to promote people and not train them in how to be a supervisor. By not doing so, the employee and the agency are at risk for failure, and we were able to check a very important box this year. Our department itself was awarded the FBI LEADA Trilogy, which means that every command staff member has personally completed the trilogy of FBI LEADA Leadership Institutes. The Mill Creek POW program was launched at Tracy School. We've had overwhelming positive feedback. In general, the participating students have been behaving better at home and in school, and their grades are improved. The board authorized an additional corporal in the Special Investigative Unit in investigations. This has directly resulted in increased accountability in an area of department operations that carries inherent risk. Evan Daly was hired as a township employee working as a police crisis co-responder, which allows for continuation of his great work under our Coast Grant with persons suffering from substance use issues and mental health issues. The electronic door lock project for the police station was completed. This enhanced our building security, convenience, and operational efficiency. The department's sworn personnel received an in-person training course from Dr. Paris Baker on the topic of implicit bias and ethics. This type of training is mandated annually by the PA Police Accreditation Commission, and we are getting very close to becoming an accredited department. We fully implemented the National Incident-Based Reporting System. This crime reporting system was mandated for local police to replace the former Uniform Crime Reporting System. NIBRS aids in understanding crime patterns and trends, which can inform crime prevention strategies. We achieved results that strengthened our foundation and positioned us well for what is ahead in the future. These accomplishments reflect the talent of our workforce. Next, I'd like to talk about our Employee of the Year for 2025. Earlier this year, when Officer Katrina Cole separated from our department to take employment elsewhere, much of the responsibility for the Police Athletic League shifted to Patrolman Christopher Larson. In 2025, Officer Larson quietly stepped into that role, taking on the day-to-day work needed to keep a young program moving forward. From planning PAL days to coordinating schedules and logistics, Officer Larson has managed much of the program on his own time. The work often goes unseen, but it is essential. Ensuring students are fed, supported, and prepared requires consistency and follow-through. Beyond the program itself, Officer Larson has focused on building community partnerships. He worked with local restaurants to expand meals for participants at no cost to families and connected with businesses to secure donated equipment and supplies. His outreach led to a partnership with Elks Lodge number 67, resulting in a $3,000 gratitude grant and the addition of the Elks Drug Awareness Program to our PAL program. Perhaps most impactful is the trust he has built with students and families. Teachers often turn to Officer Larson directly when concerns arise, and he regularly steps in even when off duty. While PAL is still growing, its impact is already clear, shaped by his steady presence and genuine care. And next, I'd like to ask Tracy School Assistant Principal Kelly Burisick to come and say a few words.
Thank you so much. Good evening. It's truly an honor to represent the Tracy elementary staff as we recognize the extraordinary impact of Officer Chris Larson and celebrate the continued success of the Police Athletic League at Tracy Elementary. Mill Creek Township is a community grounded in connection, safety, and opportunity for all children. Through the Police Athletic League, we see those values come to life, not only through organized activities, but through meaningful relationships that help students feel supported, respected, and empowered. Pell teaches far more than skills on a court or a field. Our students learn teamwork, responsibility, and perseverance. They build confidence. Most importantly, they learn that the adults in their community genuinely care about them and are invested in their success. These lessons extend far beyond the gym or classroom, and they shape how our children see themselves and the world around them. Since stepping into this leadership role, Officer Larson has truly been the heart of this program. For those who know him, this comes as no surprise, not only because of his character, but because he is a proud Tracy Elementary alumni. His connection to our school runs deep. Officer Larson shows up, he listens, he encourages, he collaborates. Most of all, he believes deeply in the potential of every child he meets. And to our students, he is more than a police officer. He is a mentor, a role model, and a trusted adult. And the same can be said for all of the officers that participate in our Pell program. Officer Larson has led the charge in creating a safe and welcoming space after school where students can grow socially, emotionally, and academically. His work has strengthened relationships among students, families, the schools, and our law enforcement, which is bridging gaps and building trust that will last for generations. If you take a look around the room, you'll see some of our families and the students impacted by this wonderful program this evening. As Chief Mook said, he's cultivated strong partnerships with community stakeholders such as the Elks Lodge 67, Marco's Pizza, Chick-fil-A, Primanti's, Ringside, and Otis 12, to name a few, whose generosity and support have helped our Pell program thrive in Mill Creek. To our partners, staff, family, and students, thank you so much for supporting Pell and for continuing to make Mill Creek Township a place where children can thrive. Officer Larson, thank you for your commitment, your kindness, and your steadfast belief in our children. You remind us that true community is built one relationship at a time. This recognition is well-deserved, and we are incredibly proud of your dedication to our school and to this program, because together we're not just building programs, we're building children's futures. Congratulations.
I see several Erie Police Department officers here who spearhead the Erie PAL program, and the leader of that group is right here, Captain Tom Lennox. He'd like to say a few words as well.
All right, good evening. I didn't write anything down. I generally speak from the heart. Kim has known me for a very long time, and so has former Trooper Bach. Just a quick review and a snapshot. We are now entering our 10-year anniversary for the Erie Police Athletic League. It's not the Erie Police Athletic League. It is the Police Athletic League, which our vision has been from day one to try to make this program county-wide. All right, just to give you a quick brief, we started off in Piper Burley 10 years ago, 35 kids. Fast forward to 2026. We are in 29 different locations, and we have over 2,000 kids in the program. So with that being said, I want to thank, Mill Creek Township supervisors for buying in to this process, and you, Trooper Bach, it's weird not to call you a trooper, you understand the importance of how these relationships are built, and in a day and era where, we are constantly prodded to show those measurable results. And I'm very proud to say that, now we get to see these kids graduate high school. They start in 3rd grade, and we are now seeing the fruits of those labor with these kids going to college, to the military, some of them coming back to their communities. They want to come back and give back to be teachers. Fast forward to why we're here today. Mill Creek was just that missing piece, because I do have roots out here. I understood the importance of getting this thing going out here in Mill Creek. It started with Chief Mook. You couldn't ask for a leader of a department that immediately bought in and understood that we're not just law enforcers out there. We are out there establishing relationships on a daily basis. So, in the city, a little bit different, but we have a lot of the same problems out here in Mill Creek. At the end of the day, these officers in Mill Creek, they're going into these family homes on the hour every single day. And like I said, 10 years of doing this component, we see the measurables. Our patrolmen see the measurable results of the Police Athletic League when they can not only identify with Officer Larson, but anybody that throws that gray uniform on out here in the township. So I understand the importance of this program out here, and I thank you guys for buying in. With that being said, Chief Mook mentioned, Katrina Cole started this program last year before she took the position at another police department. But Chris Larson, you couldn't ask for a young man that came up through this district to get hired from his own police department out here in Mill Creek to take this initiative and run with it. And he has far exceeded the expectation of what we originally thought in the city of where he was going to take this program. So for the kids that are here, I'm going to tell you, get used to Officer Larson and the other officers that are in your life now, okay? Because they're not gonna let you down. You're stuck with them, not just till your senior year, but well beyond that. And that's part of our payoff is when you see these kids coming from the city and they still keep in contact with you and they will constantly remind you of what their goals are. And when they started in third grade like you, they're now 18, 19 years old doing great things. So my only request is keep believing that this process does work. It doesn't happen overnight, where a lot of people, hey, what are the quick results? You got to trust me on this. These officers, not just Chris, but I'm blown away at how many Mill Creek police officers jumped immediately on board. And they don't just have Chris. They have that entire department. Even though they don't directly work with the program, some of them, they're going to be able to identify with this program years down the road. Even in the worst moments on the street, they will identify with the Police Athletic League on their call-to-call daily duties as patrolmen. So it does work. I will put my name and the reputation of this program on it. Just keep believing, keep buying in, and give these officers out here, it's a thankless job, like I hear that every day. But these officers that take the streets out here every day, that's what they swore to do. And this program is going to add that added component and a reminder of why they do it, because it is in our youth. At the end of the day, it is in our youth, and they're going to change the future, and they're going to make not only the city of Erie, but Mill Creek Township out here a better place. And you guys will be proud of the result 8 to 10 years down the road, because the goal is to keep growing out here, because this is I have roots out here and I love it. I'm a Trojan. And Chris, you couldn't ask for a better guy, being honored today, because he's probably heard my voice since he was in 8th, 9th grade at McDowell. So he's a great leader, he's a great mentor, and he's a great coach, and he's definitely the right guy. So congratulations, Chief Mook, all the officers, and Chris Larson. One last thing, because you don't hear the teachers are the unsung heroes in this. Tracy Elementary, from Mr. Buell to Miss Bursick to her whole administration, Ashley Jones, some of the teachers that are here today, without them, they don't make this process work. And they jumped right on board to become a part of this teacher law enforcement thing that we're working, because we're all in it together. Whether it's teaching, we're all teachers. And I just want to commend Tracy Elementary. You guys were the right school, and we appreciate that, so thank you. Chris.
Before everyone leaves, hold on. Mr. Larson and Chief Mook, before everyone leaves, can I make a plea to everyone? You have the buy-in of Mill Creek Township, and we need the buy-in of the Mill Creek Township School District. I think one of the, all of the energy that we spend on social media or showing up to meetings to actually move something forward, such as PAL being expanded into all of the elementary schools in Mill Creek Township, I think is a must. I will say this was a dream of mine on my vision board, as you know, Officer Lennox. It was a dream of mine. You took me on tours, I got to see what this was all about, and we made it a reality in one school. And Tracy is a testament to that and the success. The successes it's brought to the school, to the teachers that have come up to me and said, there's a difference in these kids. And we have kids here that bear witness to that. I encourage all of you that are here tonight to show up at the Mill Creek Township School District meeting and do the same thing to their board and to their superintendent as you did here. You are showing up to sing the praises of Mr. Larson. Mr. Larson, there's more work for you. We're gonna get in all those darn schools, gosh darn it all. All right, thank you. And thanks to the kids for coming out tonight.
Okay, next on our agenda is number 4, public comment on agenda items other than development or rezoning. Does anyone want to comment on any of the agenda items? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to approval of the minutes from our February 10th meeting. Oh, okay. Do you want to comment on an agenda item?
Oh, there's a new process. I get to leave a card. Hi, Donna Shaw. I am a member of the former Mill Creek Township Government Study Commission. We were required to have all of our meetings where decisions were made by the commission public. We also had a timeline of when we were to complete certain aspects of the study. Mary Amon of the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development, or DCED, attended our meetings to make sure we were adhering to the requirements. Now that the voters have selected a government change to match what the majority of the other 25 largest townships in Pennsylvania operate by, we are amazed that it seems the same requirements are not mandated by the state for the proposed transition. We, as the residents and voters of the township, are your employer. The voters now deserve the same expectations that the transition for the change be made public, that a variety of citizens will be involved, and the residents of Mill Creek will see public meetings of any decisions made during the transition. I have a copy of a sample of how the transition should be managed, so that as of 1/1/28, we are ready to roll with the council manager form of government. I also have a copy of the requirement of a township manager's position that was given to us is given to the commission by the Middletown Township of Pennsylvania. They were one of our prime examples of a comparable township. A final note, Mill Creek Township does not operate in a vacuum. Prior to the November 2025 election, our consultants informed us that municipalities across Pennsylvania were watching with interest what Mill Creek voters decided upon. Now they're going to be watching with what transforms. Let's set a good example for how Mill Creek will proceed with the government change. And I'm going to hand out the timeline sample and also the township manager position, just a guideline of what Middletown used in their requirements. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
Just have one copy.
Okay.
Middletown. Yeah. I know, it sounds like
Okay. Go ahead.
My name is R.J. Zona. My address is 1117 Apple Tree Lane in Bell Valley, Mill Creek. And I, too, am here as a former study commission member, just to make sure that we move forward. It's good to see this item on the agenda. Thank you. And we want to make sure that we move forward. This is coming on us really fast. A transition committee, we believe, should be formed. We think there should be leadership from the township supervisors. As you mentioned, Supervisor Clear, that just in the comments on what great things are happening in the PAL League, the buy-in, the vision, the encouragement, those things need to happen to make this a reality. The voters have voted, and we want to make sure that this process goes as seamlessly as possible as we go into a new government, and especially in how we select a qualified township manager. So thank you for that time, and thank you for having it on the agenda. I hope it becomes a regular agenda item for the township. And whoever is the council person or the township the township supervisor in charge or leading this group, I hope you would look at a wide variety of individuals, including maybe some study commission members, to serve on that transition committee as we move forward. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else want to comment on any agenda items? Okay, moving on to the approval of the minutes from our February 10th meeting.
Sorry.
Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Seconded.
Okay, I'll call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
You changed the order up on me.
I vote yes. Approval of the bills. Any questions or comments on the batch of bills?
No questions or comments on the bills. I'll make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I vote yes. We have a subdivision plan. Director Waldinger?
Yes, thank you. This was tabled from the meeting of February 10th. This is a subdivision plan for Patricia D. Salvador and Prahiv S. Patil. It's a subdivision plan to show the creation of a 1.15 acre lot from 5,000 Watson Road, resulting in a residual lot of 4.40 acres. The newly created lot is to become an integral part of tax parcel ID 33-21-117-3, resulting in a 2.247 acre lot along the south side of Wolf Road, east of Tramerlack Lane in Tract 281. At their regular meeting of Tuesday, January 6th, 2026, the Mill Creek Township Planning Commission recommended approval of this subdivision with the need for a modification because the subdivision exceeded the 3-to-1 depth to width ratio. Subsequent to the Planning Commission meeting, the applicant has submitted a new plot plan where they have reduced the size of the lot to be subdivided. They have cut 75 feet off the back of the portion that was to be attached to the lot along Wolf Road. And as such, the newly submitted subdivision does not require a modification. It does meet the township ordinances for 3-to-1 depth to width ratio, as well as the other requirements of the subdivision and land development ordinance. And so the Planning and Development Department recommends approval of this subdivision. Attorney Shaw, I think you had a...
Under the MPC and the case law that has developed under the MPC, once an application is established that it meets the technical requirements of the SALDO, it cannot be denied from that perspective. We did receive an objection relating to some deed restrictions on one of the parcels that is going to be consolidated, and a concern by that property, by an adjacent property owner who holds those deed restrictions, that the granting of this would impact those restrictions. Unfortunately for that adjacent property owner, the case law is pretty clear that courts have consistently held that municipal bodies, including boards of supervisors, are not authorized to consider or enforce private deed restrictions when deciding on subdivision or land development applications. So that's an argument that the board is not obligated to ultimately listen to.
Okay. I'll open the hearing now and ask anyone that wants to speak on this subdivision plan.
Good evening, Mike Sanford, 4721 Atlantic Avenue. I'm the surveyor that prepared the plan. And as Mr. Waldinger said, in response to the comments discussed at the January 27th Planning Commission, the proposed lot depth was reduced by 75 feet, and the revised plan was provided to the township to address this review comment. As Mr. Waldinger also said, the depth to width ratio is now in compliance with your ordinance. It is less than 3 to 1. And the parcel being created has no frontage, and therefore must be made an integral part of the front lot on Wolf Road. We understand that, and that would be a condition of approval. And so the proposed parcel does meet your ordinance, and we request approval of the plan.
Any questions for Mr. Sanford? No, thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak on this subdivision plan?
Hello, my name is Scott Helsley. I live at 5051 Wolf Road. I'm the adjacent property owner that you referenced. My concern is that even despite the amendment of this to meet the current zoning standards, I'm concerned that the building envelope is going to be problematic, as the potential buyers asked me for a 75-foot side-to-side variance. What this does is essentially bypass approval rights for the northern lot that you referenced. And I understand that because of, as you explained, case law concerns don't preclude you from approving that at this point. But the concern that I have is that what this does is it creates a situation where you're putting infill in an established neighborhood and changing the character of the neighborhood itself because of the distance between the houses. So if building were to occur on that northern lot, that might not change that so much. But because of building on the southern part of that is going to put houses very close together and substantially change the character of the neighborhood. A very established neighborhood that I think sets a bad precedent that the neighborhood would not appreciate.
Okay.
It is.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
You have a question?
It's my understanding there used to be a house in that area. Has the law changed since that house was demolished?
The house that I live in wasn't there when that house was there. That house was owned by the individual that I bought my house from. And then he in turn built the house that I'm in after that one was taken down.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to speak on this subdivision plan? Okay, I'll close the hearing and ask for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Seconded?
Call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I also vote yes. We have a land development plan for KDP Lot 2 LLC Phase 2. Director Waldinger.
Thank you. Yes, this is a land development plan to show the construction of a 2,500 square foot office building for professional services at 5008 West Ridge Road with associated parking and stormwater management facilities located along the north line of West Ridge Road, east of Wegmans Drive and Tract 313. And at their regular meeting of Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026, the Mill Creek Township Planning Commission recommended approval of this land development plan. I would like to report to the board that subsequent to the Planning Commission, there was a new plan submitted by the developer. There was a need to have an accessible path from the from the back of the building to the dumpsters, which necessitated the elimination of one parking space. So in an area south of the building where there were originally two shown, there are now, originally three shown, there are now two. The general land development plan does still comply with the parking regulations and the variance that they received.
I'll open the hearing. Anyone wish to speak on this land development plan? Sir, come on up to the podium.
Good evening. I'm Matthew Baldwin, representing KDP Lot 2 LLC, the developer for this lot. I did want to clarify, prior to the Planning Commission meeting, there was a clarification of use that Matt Puz had directed, and I just want to point out, professional services is actually medical clinic pursuant to the zoning.
Yes, that's correct. It was listed as professional services. The actual use would be medical clinic. Both of them have the exact same regulations as far as parking and lot size, so there's no change there.
So our proposal is basically next to the Chipotle that we just was opened recently, is to develop the remaining portion of that lot between Chipotle and the PNC Bank. And so this would be a medical clinic facility. So if you have any questions, I'm open for any questions you might have.
I don't.
No questions from me.
I know during the Planning Commission or zoning, you guys sought a variance for an extra couple of parking spots, right? And I know, I want to say it was a very exact number, 33, I think. And then taking away this one spot, does that bother them at all?
It did a little bit. It took me till yesterday to get approval. But so it was either that or, they're very tricky on a medical type use. And I'm sure Mrs. Morris knows that you don't want to be underparked for your staff and people showing up to the facility. The last thing you want to do is not have enough parking spaces. So they calculated it out. We might be shy once in a while, but I think it's going to work out just fine.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you.
Anyone else wish to speak on this land development plan? Okay, I'll close the hearing and ask for a motion on this.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I will second.
Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I vote yes. We have another land development plan for Purvis Industries. Director Waldinger.
Thank you. This is a land development plan to show the construction of a 26,250 square foot building for warehousing and light manufacturing located at the southwest intersection of West 15th Street and Pittsburgh Avenue with associated parking and stormwater management facilities in Tract 16. At their regular meeting of Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026, the Mill Creek Township Planning Commission recommended approval of this land development plan. And as a note, subsequent to the Planning Commission, a small revision was submitted by the developer to change the location of the land bank parking spaces and to widen the driveway slightly for a loading dock.
Okay, we'll open the hearing and ask anyone that wants to speak on this land development plan for Purvis Industries. Sir?
Hi, my name is Adam Honey. I work for David Laird Associates, the civil engineering firm who did the design for the project. As Mr. Waldinger said, it's for a 26,250 plus or minus square foot warehousing and light manufacturing building. And we did have to tweak the future paving area down a little just to save a little bit of room on the lot and expand the driveway that goes onto 15th Street for a loading dock there. So if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Do you have any questions?
I have a question just for maybe our solicitor would know. I was just questioning, since the driveway now goes beyond the recommended 30 feet, but it was approved through the Planning Commission when it was still meeting the requirements, does it need to go back through the Planning Commission?
If I may, Supervisor Morris, we did, I'm sorry, I did let the board know originally when it first came in that it exceeded the maximum width of the SALDO, the subdivision land development ordinance. After further review before the meeting, that restriction only is only for driveways classified as limited use, so residential driveways. There's not the same restriction for a commercial driveway. So I apologize to the board for having given you that misinformation, but there is no restriction as far as the width of a driveway for a commercial building such as this.
Okay, and just with this coming in so last minute, just got it today, I was just wondering, you know, as far as you can tell, the Planning Commission would have still made the same recommendation?
I mean, it's hard to speak for them, but I believe so. It does comply with our ordinance, so probably. But, you know, it was the lateness of the application that caused the problem, and I apologize.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to speak on this land development plan? Okay, we'll close the hearing, and I'll ask for a motion on this.
I'll make a motion to approve the land development plan.
Seconded.
Okay, I'll call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I vote yes. On to bids and quotes. We have first two from the Mill Creek Police Department. Chief Mook.
Thank you, Chairman. First up is a vehicle donation to our SWAT team. Ben Shearman, owner of multiple Northwestern PA car dealerships, has in the past donated, in his estimation, 10 or more vehicles to the Erie County District Attorney's Office. And he would like to donate a 2020 white-colored Ford F-150 Transit van. This is a one-owner vehicle, and Shearman is confident that the vehicle has been serviced regularly. There are no service repairs of concern associated with the van. It does have 136,000 miles, but it has the EcoSport motor, which has an expected lifespan of 200,000 miles. Because this would be used as a SWAT specialty vehicle, additional annual miles on our end would be insignificant. And just this morning, Mr. Shearman sent a letter that says that the vehicle has been vetted and serviced at his Ford store, has a fresh February of 2027 safety inspection, and the unit had an original MSRP of $38,785, and its current retail value is $23,985. This donation is a one-time unencumbered donation with a clear title conveyed to Mill Creek Township. That's it.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
Call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I vote yes. Okay, Chief, you have next item.
Yes, next, Mobilecom has provided the police department with access to their police CommLog voice recorder system, which is used to record phone calls in our dispatch center. They provided a quote to extend the use of this service for another year at the annual cost of $1,775.27, and I advocate for approval of the use of this proprietary technology.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve this?
Can I ask?
Go ahead.
Sorry, from last year, did the cost go up at all?
I'm not aware of any increase.
Okay. And is there any reason not to go out and get quotes from other providers for this?
Because it's proprietary technology.
Okay.
Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
Call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I also vote yes. Director Puda, you have a couple items.
Yes, thank you. The Sewer Department is requesting approval to fix the damaged Love Road pump station. On December 27, 2025, the Love Road pump station was damaged due to a falling tree. Damaged items included the electrical service, standby generator, and a perimeter fencing. 3 quotes were obtained to fix the electrical components as follows: Church and Murdoch for $41,150, Nuco Electric Company for $49,400, and Keystone Electric for $64,250. Also, one bid for the fixing of the perimeter fencing was received from Erie Fence for the price of $1,100. All of this damage was reported to our insurance company for reimbursement. I recommend we hire the low bidder, Church and Murdoch, to fix the electrical components, and Erie Fence to fix the perimeter fencing on the pump station.
Do we know, is the insurance company going to reimburse that?
We've already received it.
Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Call for a vote. Supervisor Morris.
Yes.
Supervisor Clear.
Yes.
I also vote yes.
And the second one, the Sewer Department is requesting to purchase a new 2026 Continental Cargo 7x14 covered trailer to transport mowing and landscaping equipment to our pump stations for maintenance. The existing trailer being used is at the end of its useful life. 2 quotes were received. First quote was from Fabens for $7,595, and the second quote was from Boyer RV for $7,620. Funding for this trailer will come from the sewer revenue capital budget. I recommend purchasing this trailer from Fabens, who is the low bidder.
Is there a motion on the trailer?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Supervisor Morris.
Yes.
Supervisor Clear.
Yes.
I vote yes. Next up, Director Stutzman.
Good evening. Thank you, Chairman. Recent federal accessibility requirements now apply to municipal websites and digital documents, and our ongoing discussions have highlighted that our website currently contains more than 1,000 PDFs that may require remediation. Addressing past and future PDF compliance, in-house flyer creation, and staff document creation practices will require tools and cross-department support. To proactively address the compliance risk and meet the DOJ website PDF accessibility deadline of April 24th, 2026, as well as to reduce potential exposure to accessibility complaints or litigation, the CRS department recommends purchasing document remediation software that would automatically convert our website PDFs to an accessible format. This ruling is coming out this year specifically for municipalities with a population of over 50,000. At this time, I'd like to table my request. I do have a quote from our current website provider, but I would like to seek 2 additional quotes from third parties to make sure that we're getting the best price.
I know there was some discussion internally about the possibility of doing some of this in-house in the future.
Yes. Yeah, it's certainly a large undertaking for each of the 1,000 PDFs, 1,000 plus. It would require our staff to decide what needs to be archived, what's still currently in use, and then making sure that everything is PDF ADA accessible. And sometimes it's not things that you can see with the naked eye, looking at the website. It's stuff that's on the back end. So it would just take a lot of time.
Okay, so what's the deadline? April 24th?
April 24th.
So do you anticipate this being in front of us prior to that?
Yes. I'm hoping to have 2 more quotes, hopefully by the next meeting.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman?
go ahead.
Just for clarification, Jesse, can you explain to the group the reason that this is necessary?
Yeah, so when it comes to our website, certain individuals that are visually impaired, that need corrective vision, that may be dyslexic, they may be colorblind. There's things that our website through Audio Eye, it offers currently. Our PDFs need to basically offer the same accessibility for vision impaired individuals.
And this was a mandate that came from?
The DOJ, yeah.
Okay.
And this is a requirement for municipalities with a population of 50,000 or more, correct?
For this year, yes. It's my understanding that municipalities under 50,000, their deadline is April of 2027.
Have we reached out to any municipalities with that size to see what they may be doing?
I've not, everyone we've spoken to has been under the population of 50,000, so they're kind of waiting to see what municipalities of our size are doing.
Okay.
Just for the future, when we do see this again, that the cost for that, since I don't think it was budgeted this year, would it just come out of the general fund then, like an unbudgeted line item?
I believe that I would be able to move some money from one of my GL accounts into the software category to cover this.
Okay.
We would prioritize this over another project.
And then also how we have the discounted rate first, but then it goes up to the $13,000. Would we be able to cancel it after 1 year if, say, we got everything on the back end that our staff trained and then, kind of caught up?
Yeah, I did follow up with our website provider. They did assume that it was a 2-year agreement.
Ah.
Thank you.
Is there a motion to table this software purchase?
I will make a motion.
And I will second.
Okay, we have motion and seconded. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I vote yes to table. Director Puda, Pump Station.
Yes, the engineering department requests approval of an invoice for the material purchase of cellular-based communication devices to be installed at 11 different sanitary sewer pump stations. This purchase is under the pump station SCADA alarming upgrades project, phase 1. It's a capital project for the sewer revenue department. The current budget amount is $28,499, and the balance after this purchase will be $16,129.12. Both me and Township Engineer Rob Rodemeyer recommend to approve invoice number 1709834 from Industrial Networking Solutions in the amount of $12,369.88.
Is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
Vote yes. Attorney Shaw, Resolution 2026-R6.
Yes, before you is a resolution to approve the disposal of certain municipal records maintained by the police department that are reaching the end of their retention period under the Municipal Records Manual. The police department records to be disposed of include MVR BWC footage that includes test recordings through January 8th of 2026, traffic stops through December 9 of 2025, incident only in special circumstances through March 8th of 2024, and case report, arrest report, SRR unknown type reports through March 8th of 2005. My recommendation would be to approve the disposal of these records.
Do I have a motion on this resolution?
I'll make a motion on the resolution.
Seconded.
Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I vote yes. Attorney Shaw.
Yes, new and amended ordinance is under review. We have completed the legal review of the subdivision and land development ordinance and have been meeting with engineering and planning and development departments to finalize that document. And next, the fines and penalties update. We expect to be presenting the proposed changes to the supervisors for a vote at the next meeting. The proposed changes should be available for public review shortly. Essentially, we have streamlined the process for civil and criminal code violations to make them more consistent and to have a consistent set of minimum and maximum penalty levels for most violations, except where state or federal law would dictate a different amount.
Number 11 on our agenda, MRM Trust Annual Meeting Delegate. Director Page, can you handle that?
Sure. Before you is, oh, sorry, there you go. Before you is, sorry, I apologize, I wasn't quite ready. Before you is our MRM Trust Workers' Compensation has an annual meeting, and we are to nominate a delegate to attend or to sign off as a proxy for them to put forth our vote.
Okay, is there a motion
I will make
on this?
I will make a motion to sign for a proxy.
And I will second.
Okay, I'll call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Who are we designating as the proxy? Is it usually the chairman, or do you know?
It doesn't have to be a specific person.
Okay.
It could be chairman,
Okay, just
or
whoever.
it could be one of the other supervisors.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
I think the proxy goes to the.
To the MRM, yeah, right.
and vote.
Yes.
Okay. Coast Grant modification, Chief Mook.
Thank you, Chairman. The PA Commission on Crime and Delinquency awarded Mill Creek Township in 2024 with a $200,000 Coast Grant to fund the position of Police Crisis Co-Responder. The funds were to have been spent by March 31st of this year. I'm requesting a one-year extension from the Commission to allow the Township until March 31st of next year to spend down the remaining grant funding for the continuation of the Police Crisis Co-Responder position.
Question, what happens if they deny the request?
Then we either get rid of the position or fund it ourselves.
Okay.
Is there a motion on this grant modification?
I will go ahead and make a motion.
I will second.
Okay, call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I also vote yes. Number 13 on our agenda, Stormwater Management Operation and Maintenance Agreement. Director Waldinger.
Yes, thank you. This is a request for approval of a stormwater management operations and maintenance agreement related to the construction of a structure on the west side of Grubb Road, approximately 2,000 feet south of State Route 832, also known as Steratania Road. Before you is a copy of the plan, which has been reviewed by the engineering department, and an agreement signed by the owner of the property. So at this time, the township engineer, Rob Rodemoyer, would recommend approval of this O&M agreement.
Is there a motion to approve this agreement?
Sorry, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Number 14, communications. General communications, CRS announcement. Director Stutzman.
Thank you. I do have a high five from the public and Cheers for Peers announcement. The high five from the public and Cheers for Peers campaigns both encourage the general public and our coworkers to celebrate outstanding services from those working in public service. So if you have noticed a township employee going above and beyond, please take a moment to recognize their efforts. At this time, I'd like to recognize Monica Ziegler and Evan Daly for their kindness, dedication, and for going above and beyond for their community. Monica was recognized for how well she planned the Millfair Special Collection event and how smoothly the event flowed that day with hundreds of cars. Evan was recognized for raising awareness with handmade signs that were held on 26th Street in front of our building for cars during Suicide Prevention Month. And it was also my understanding that several individuals passing by did stop for resources and pamphlets.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, General Communications Government Transition Committee. Recently, the township has received inquiries and questions regarding the status of a future government transition committee. The formation of a committee was recommended by the Government Study Commission in their final report of July 21st, 2025. Supervisor Morris and Director Waldinger have expressed an interest to be a part of this new committee. At this time, I'll open this up for discussion, if anyone would like to comment or discuss this.
I would agree. I feel that we need a transition committee to kind of help get the public input from everybody. And, as I mentioned before, if I can be of any service, I am more than willing to help out with that.
Okay. Director Waldinger, you had something you wanted to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that the township would like to invite township residents that wish to serve on the Transition Advisory Committee to submit letters of interest to the township. Website will be added at www.millcreektownship.com by the end of this week in order to accept submissions, and the submittal period will be open through the end of March 31st of 2026. In your letter, please indicate why you wish to serve on the committee and include details on your education and work experience. You may also submit a resume if with the letter in place of providing work and education details.
Okay, thank you. Supervisor Clear, anything you want to add?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to making this a nice, clean, and transition to make sure Mill Creek is going to start the next chapter of its life the best way it can.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion for the township to create a government transition committee and to appoint Supervisor Morris and Director Waldinger to the committee.
I will second that motion.
Okay, I'll call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes?
And I also vote yes. I also would add that, the committee will serve in an advisory capacity and will focus on the transition and implementation of the new structure of government that was adopted by the voters. It is important that this committee focus on operational continuity and administrative coordination. Another important task of the committee will be to educate the public on the form of government that has been adopted. In Subchapter D, the Home Rule Charter and Optional Plans Law clearly defines the powers and duties of the elected council members and the municipal manager. Sharing those roles and responsibilities, along with the limitations of each, will educate the public on how their government will operate in 2028. The Transition Committee will serve for a defined, limited period and will not exercise governing, policymaking, or administrative authority. Following the March 31st deadline, the Board of Supervisors will review candidates and make appointments to the committee in April of 2026, with a goal for the committee to begin meeting in May of this year. Thank you. Next, we have Treasurer Communications.
Mr. Chairman, if
Anything
I may,
further?
under General
go ahead.
Communications. Yeah, I just wanted to add 2 notes regarding the Mill Creek Township General Authority, if I may.
Oh, the General Authority? Okay, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, first, there will be a special public meeting held here in the Assembly Room this Thursday, February 26th at 11 a.m. for the Authority Board to review and consider a pre-development agreement with a developer for the Presque Isle Gateway redevelopment project located at West 8th Street and Peninsula Drive. And then second, a reminder that the township is looking for a Mill Creek resident, business owner, or property owner to fill a vacant position on the General Authority Board. Information is available on the township's website, www.millcreektownship.com, and letters of interest will be accepted through next Friday, March 6th.
Thank you, sir. Treasurer Communications, anything?
I don't have anything further.
Okay. Hiring request. Chief Mook.
Thank you, Chairman. The Police Department has 1 vacancy, which was created by the resignation of an officer on February 5th of this year. To fill this vacancy, HR Manager Diane Lyons, the Police Command Staff, and I previously interviewed 10 applicants from the most recent Mercyhurst University Police Testing Consortium eligibility list. On 2/11/26, our top remaining candidate, Lyle Berkeley, signed and returned a conditional offer of employment with a tentative start date of March 9th. I recommend the board approve the hire of Lyle Berkeley as a probationary patrol officer. His starting pay is $31.55 per hour, and benefits are set via the collective bargaining agreement with the Mill Creek Police Association.
Okay.
I have 2 more hires. You want me to read these next before you vote, or would you rather?
Let's vote on this first, and then we'll go from there. Is there a motion to approve the new hire?
I'll make a motion to approve the new hire.
Seconded.
Okay, I'll call for a vote. Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I vote yes. Chief, go ahead.
Next is to hire David Parmenter as a crossing guard. Date of hire is being done retroactively February 11th of this year. The rate is $25 per hour. And the next hire is Amanda Meal as police records clerk with a date of hire of March 9th of this year. Rate is $21.77 per hour, set by the AFSCME collective bargaining agreement. Amanda currently works as an office coordinator for Milwaukee Management, and prior to that, she worked as a corrections officer at the Erie County Prison. She's experienced maintaining and updating confidential records and working with various database systems. Amanda regularly interacts with a wide range of individuals and is comfortable handling all types of situations, both in person and over the phone.
Is there a motion to approve the hiring of the crossing guard and the new police clerk?
I'll make a motion to approve those 2 hires.
Seconded.
Okay, Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I also vote yes.
Mr. Chairman, may I ask?
Yes.
Chief Mook a question. David Parmenter, as in one of our former officers.
As in retired Police Sergeant David Parmenter.
Mr. Parmenter, coming out of retirement. Okay, good for him. Thanks.
Okay, we have another hiring request. Director Stutzman?
Thank you. The Millfair Compost Center was looking to fill a vacancy after one of our longtime employees retired from this site at the end of 2025. We wish that individual well in his retirement. I recommend hiring Tom Cavani to fill that position. Tom had been a seasonal laborer with the Mill Creek Sewer Department since May of 2025, and he will be making the transfer to the compost center as an equipment operator. And the date of hire is March 2nd with a pay of $18.50 per hour.
Okay, is there a motion to approve this hire at the Millfair Compost Center?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I will second.
Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I vote yes. Training travel request. Chief Mook.
Thank you, Chairman. The Mercyhurst University Police Training Academy is hosting a field training officer and leadership course March 26th and 27th at their facility in Northeast. The course focuses on modern leadership principles, legal considerations, and practical field training strategies. I'm recommending Corporal Michael Sorokas and Corporal Ben Steiner attend the course. They are 2 of our field training officers, and they haven't attended a formal course in this subject matter yet. Training cost is $195 per person or $390 total. Because of the location, there are no travel costs. Next, there's a law enforcement level 3 gun instructor course being held at the Conneaut Lake Sportsmen's Association from April 27th through May 1st. I'm seeking approval to send Lieutenant Brandon Haynes, one of our current firearms instructors who is in need of this level of certification, to this course. Now, this was approved by the board in October, but the course was canceled. Here, the tuition is the only cost, which is $1,150. Travel will be by department vehicle. And the last training request is the International Association of Property and Evidence is hosting a training course May 13th and 14th at the Allegheny County Police Academy. The course is titled Property Room Management, and the course covers topics such as liabilities, audits, inventories, documentation, and accreditation standards. I'm recommending that Corporal Ryan Bolash attend this training. This course of instruction will be needed in his role as our second in charge of our property and evidence section. The course registration is $425. Hotel cost is approximately $140 a night for 2 nights. Per diem cost is $220. Travel will be by department vehicle, and fuel cost is estimated at $25. The total travel costs are estimated at $525.
Is there a motion to approve these 3 training requests?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I also vote yes. Director Stutzman.
Thank you. Our department has identified 3 online classes by London College of Foreign Trade that are designed to improve mulch production and the sales at the Millfair Compost and Recycling Center. The course is offered at a flexible learning pace and completed in 2 months, earning a digital certificate upon completion. We've identified 3 courses: a certificate in sustainable mulch manufacturing, a comprehensive program that teaches the latest technique and best practices in the production of eco-friendly mulch, an advanced certificate in organic mulch production. It covers topics such as the different types of organic materials used in mulch production, the production process, and quality control. And finally, the global certificate in mulch production and marketing, which covers various marketing strategies. It's my recommendation for Jim Schaefer, our foreman, to take these 3 online courses and to complete them within 60 days consecutively for each course at a cost of $139 per class. This is a budgeted item, and a total of $417 will be taken from the Millfair training line item.
Is there a motion to approve this training request?
I'll make a motion.
I will second.
Supervisor Morris?
Yes.
Supervisor Clear?
Yes.
I vote yes. Director Waldinger.
Yes, thank you. This request comes from Matthew Puz Jr., the Township Zoning and Development Officer, who is also the Township's floodplain manager. The annual Association of State Floodplain Managers Conference will be held May 31st through June 4th. The annual conference allows the floodplain manager to obtain continuing education credits to maintain his certified floodplain manager credential. The annual conference also offers valuable training into floodplain management. The early bird discount for the virtual course registration for the conference is $700. So Matt is requesting authorization to attend the conference virtually and have the time at work in which to attend the courses.
Is there a motion to approve this training request?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
Supervisor Morris.
Yes.
Supervisor Clear.
Yes.
I vote yes. We have a training request from administration. Supervisor Morris, do you want to handle that?
Yeah. So I am seeking approval for me to attend the 2026 APMM conference being held in Pittsburgh this year. APMM is the Association for Pennsylvania Municipal Management. This is typically the training that I expect our future managers will go to, the township manager. And so I am interested in just being able to go down there and look at the education, and have some networking, look at the vendors that are there, and hopefully get some information if anybody has them about, transitions and things like that. The total cost with it being in Pittsburgh this year, one thing is to do a non-member conference registration was cheaper than getting an affiliate membership than being a member registration. So I did put into budget just to buy the affiliate membership, and then the price of the conference, which with hotel and everything, 2 nights and per diem, comes to $1,245.92, which I'm told we do have covered in our travel and training budget for administration.
I'll make a motion to approve this training.
And I will second.
Call for a vote. Supervisor Clear.
Yes.
Supervisor Morris.
Yes.
I also vote yes. Executive sessions were held on February 12th and February 19th. Discussed litigation matters related to state court litigation, code enforcement, and municipal liens, public safety matters related to fire and police department and code enforcement, and also real estate matters related to parks and rec facilities and lease of township facilities. Attorney Shaw, anything further on your end?
Nothing on our end, thank you.
Student Ambassador Report, you're up.
Hello, everyone. So we have a lot of fun stuff going on in McDowell. So we began this week with our Parent Conference Day on Monday, February 23rd. It was a valuable opportunity for families to meet with teachers, review student progress, and discuss plans for continued growth as we move into the second half of the year. Looking ahead, scheduling season for underclassmen is quickly approaching. Students and family are encouraged to explore the full range of academic opportunities available at McDowell, including dual enrollment, advanced placement courses, and our college and high school offerings, all designed to support both college and career readiness. In that spirit, we are excited to announce the expansion of our college and high school CHS program for the 2026-2027 school year. Eligible students will have the chance to take a true college-level course during the regular school day, taught by a McDowell teacher who also serves as an adjunct faculty member with the Penn State Barrand. Students will earn official Penn State University credit, giving them a meaningful head start on their college journey. Rising seniors are eligible to register, and next year's CHS course will be Psych 100, Introduction to Psychology. For our seniors, Cedar Point trip tickets are now on sale. The trip is scheduled for Thursday, May 28th, and the cost is $160 per student. Seniors are looking forward to making memories and celebrating as we approach graduation. Families are invited to join us for the AP Parent Night on Thursday, March 5th from 6 to 7 p.m. in the McDowell Hub. This event is a great opportunity to learn more about the AP program, meet AP teachers and students, and hear about AP coursework. In addition to our academic programming, McDowell continues to offer our Student Health and Wellness series, which provides students with resources and educational sessions focused on mental health, physical wellness, and overall well-being. Finally, I'd like to share an update on our facilities. We are preparing to begin phase 3 of our building renovations this April over spring break, with work continuing throughout the summer. This phase will include second-floor HVAC upgrades and electrical system improvements. We are also thrilled about the development of the new McDowell Innovation Center, which will be located in the former auditorium space. This center will expand hands-on learning opportunities and will include new autistic support classrooms and expanded life skills classrooms. These renovations and program expansions reflect McDowell's ongoing commitment to improving facilities, broadening student opportunities, and meeting the diverse needs of all learners. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thomas, thank you. Are you getting excited for graduation, sir?
I am. I'm kind of
Yes.
nervous, but I'm pretty excited.
I bet you are,
Yeah.
yes. Have you committed to where your school yet, or?
Yeah, I still need to hear back from some places, so
Okay.
probably around April 1st, I'll make my decision.
Well, make sure that you make it a part of your report.
Okay, I definitely will. Thank
Want
you.
to know, we want to follow you.
Thank you.
That sounded creepy.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
May I make one more piece of communication?
Go ahead.
I should have put this on the agenda, but you reminded me, the autistic support. Thomas, we were visited by the Life Skills Classroom this week, and they delivered coffee to Mill Creek Township employees. We were able to purchase it beforehand. We had to put in our order, and we had students from the Life Skills Classroom come and then deliver this, and I worked with Emily Kitcho from Mill Creek Township, in Mill Creek Township School District. She's done amazing things there at McDowell, and we were so excited to have those students here. They loved it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, they loved, and they were fascinated with Carter being in a police uniform. They just wanted to meet the police officer. But it was a really fun experience, and they're going to be coming back in March to do it again.
My question, if it's going to be a monthly event?
Yes, we're making it a monthly event, so.
Great.
Yeah, and they did lots of coffee sales. We had cookies you could order and chips, and it was fun.
Awesome. All right. Before we get into citizens to be heard, I just wanted to share something that I read in the February issue of the Pennsylvania Township News that just came out. It had an informative article on public meetings, and I just wanted to share some of the highlights. The purpose of the meeting is to get through the agenda. The meeting is designed to get through an agenda and to do work for the people served by local government. A meeting is designed to move an agenda forward. Are we seeing a theme here? It's not a briefing. The law requires constituents be given the right to question government and ask questions. It doesn't impose a requirement to answer questions. The Sunshine Act allows residents to ask questions during public meetings. Public comment is an opportunity for residents to offer comment on matters of concern within the township. All comments are now to be directed to the chairman of the board, and in 2026, that person is me. 3 minutes is a common limit. We will still allow 5 minutes and will continue to do that. Please be respectful of this time. Any citizens to be heard? Oh, come on, I didn't waste that speech, did I? Come on. There's gotta be 1, 2.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even say it tonight. My name is William Schaff. I live up on Westbury Farms Drive. They haven't been able to get rid of us yet. I just wanted to share some ideas as a former member of the Government Study Commission. And we welcome Dr. Kiley to that challenge. And my offer today is that we're 7 or 8 or 9 of us that'll be more than willing to share information that we have and learned in that process with you as you go down the road, and please call on us. The price is right for borrowing information from the former members, I can tell you, i.e. free. That's efficient use of money. And we want to make sure that as you move forward on the transition committee, that the last minute it doesn't run up against a brick wall, that we're trying to get things done by January 1st, and we could have had them done months earlier. So again, move forward with it, and appreciate that you're going down to Pittsburgh to do that. We encourage that the committee does everything they can to make transparency available to all of the taxpayers in Mill Creek Township. And public access to the information, including sunshine law meetings, if you will. And finally, this evening, I want to encourage all of the Mill Creek Township voters that are maybe not here and present with us today, but watching on YouTube, to come and be involved with our government. As we went through a year of meetings with this Government Study Commission, there was more than one meeting where we maybe had 2 or 3 people. And I saw a lot of people come here to congratulate the policeman for his honor, and he certainly deserves that. And then all of a sudden they got up and disappeared. It would have been fun for them to have more experience in what's going on in Mill Creek. So lastly, I encourage all the township voters to be involved, demand access, demand transparency in all of the things that we do in the government. Thank you for your time this evening.
Thank you, Bill.
My name is Candy, and I'm a resident of Mill Creek Township. Oops, hang on a second. I got to get my timer going. For anybody here that's new, if you haven't been here before, or anybody that's watching, maybe you want to double up on your annex and leave your attitude at the door. But I do have a question for you. You were just bringing up about the meetings where it's citizens to be heard. How do we get our questions answered if you do not have to answer?
We're not obligated to answer, but I could answer.
Okay.
So I could answer right now, or I could write down your question and answer it at the next meeting, or I could call you on the phone. Lots of options. Do you have a question?
Okay. Well, I have a few, but
Go ahead.
no. First, I want to apologize to Chief Mook. The last time I brought up that I was not aware that you did not need probable cause to run a plate. I was at an FOP meeting, so I asked the guys I worked with. They said the same thing I did, so I didn't feel too stupid. But there's no shame in saying you were wrong. The shame is if you don't admit it. So I apologize if you took any offense. Okay. In talking to you, you did tell me that.
Candy, direct everything to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll accept your apology, and I'm still disappointed.
Thank you.
In the misinformation.
Okay. You did tell me that our cruisers do have the automatic license plate readers. Is that true?
I don't know if every cruiser does. Chief, you want to answer me?
Our frontline cruisers do, yes.
Every single one?
The frontline patrol cars do.
They're all equipped with APLs, yes.
Okay, so do those have a database?
I don't know the answer to that. Maybe the chief does. Do they have a database? If you don't know, we can find out and get back to her.
That's a fair question, yeah.
We'll get back to you on that, Candy.
Okay. And then I also wanted to ask a question about this government study transition team, rather. Are you going to have members? They had recommended 4 members from the Government Study Commission. Are you asking them to put in an application?
As we stated tonight, we're asking any resident to put in application. We haven't decided on the number of the size of the committee yet. We know Director Waldinger and Supervisor Morris are going to be part of that committee, but we don't know the exact number yet. I think we'll evaluate that after we get applications, and certainly we would encourage anyone from the study commission to submit a letter.
Okay. My next question is directed to Ms. Morris.
No, you direct everything to me.
Oh, to you, okay.
That's what I said in my little
Well, I wanted an
spiel.
answer from her.
And then I will then defer to her to ask her the question, but
Okay, tell me what
direct
a
it to
lift
me.
station is.
Pardon me?
Tell me what a lift station is.
Knit?
Lift, L-I-F-T.
Oh, a lift station. Okay, you're referring to a lift station as far as in the sewer?
Yes, I wanted her answer. But,
I would think that question would be better served to Director Puda. So I will ask Director Puda, what is
do
it?
any of you know what a lift station is?
I do know what a lift station is,
Ms.
yes.
Morris?
You don't ask her questions. You ask me the questions, okay?
Well, what I want to know is, she voted yes on a lift station. Do you know what a lift station is?
Supervisor Morris, would you like to answer the question about the lift station? I understand you've been to them.
I looked into all the agenda items. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What is it?
She wants to know if you know what a lift station is. Do you want to answer
No, I'm
that?
not trying to catch you.
I want to defer to Director Puda.
Oh.
Or we can get back to her.
I've reviewed the information and I've been to the stations, one of the stations before.
Okay, is there, now I'm not an engineer, is there a possibility that a lift station could be used where the flooding zones are? Like on McKee Road or anything, if it pulls up excess water?
These are sanitary. These are not, yeah. She's the wrong.
Oh, your time's up, Candy. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Anyone else? Citizens to be heard?
Can I just ask for
No,
one more
Candy, your
minute?
time is up. Your 5 minutes is up. We're holding strict to that.
Okay.
Okay? We extend 2 minutes past what normal townships do. You've had 5 minutes. Next. Hello.
Jim, Terry Jones, 70 years in Mill Creek. Hey,
Hello, Terry.
I've talked to other supervisors in the past about the possibility of creating a small canine dog park, not as big as they have in the city, but if you're familiar with down the street, Horseman,
Yes.
something like maybe at Scott Park, Lakewood
Yes.
Park.
It is on our radar.
Is it really?
Yes, I've had conversations with Director Esper from our Parks and Rec. That is something we're evaluating. I don't know of anything that's imminent.
Yeah.
Certainly, the Shrine Club property may be a possibility in
Which
the
property?
future. The Shrine Club property, the
Oh.
Zemzem at 38th and...
How about Scott Park?
So Scott Park is our most visited park with dogs. That is the most popular park for dog walkers. So yes, that is a possibility as well. There is discussions, and do you want me to have Director Esper get back to you with anything, or?
Yeah, is it just preliminary staging? Is it
Yes.
any price quotes, like for the fencing? I know we got mill fare for our wood chips and so forth that basically free, right?
Right.
I don't know if the solicitor could touch on the liability issues. Would
If
that
you
be-
could just leave your number with me,
Okay.
and I will talk with Ashley, and then one or both of us will get back to you with
Yeah,
where we're at.
There's so many dog owners in Mill Creek that
Oh,
it'd
for
be
sure.
a nice little touch if we had the money in the budget someday.
I agree.
One other thing is I want to speak on is some of the sidewalk issues. I'm in Lakewood, near Lakewood Park, and we've got sidewalks that run for a block, then they stop and they pick up somewhere else or the other side of the road, and it's kind of haphazard. Is there any chance that somehow they could, I don't know, township money could construct, or right behind me, I think it was Oakmont or Chelsea, they tore up the sidewalks 2 summers ago. They were perfectly good sidewalks. They tore them up and they replaced them, I think, a little bit wider due to wheelchair.
Yeah, ADA compliance, so
That was
yes,
just so
we,
ridiculous. In Powell Avenue, which I'm real familiar with, between 8th and 12th, we get a ton of pedestrians up and down. They go up Valerio's and the dollar store. There's no sidewalks, and people are walking on the yellow line there, and traffic, even though the speed limit, I think, is 35, they're moving 60, 70 miles an hour some days.
where there are existing sidewalks, Terry, we do try to replace a certain portion of every year using CDBG funds. It's very expensive, as you know, so we rely on those funds to replace heaving, cracking,
That was
areas
such a
of
waste on
concern.
that one street where you don't need sidewalks on both sides of the street. One would be fine. And like I said, on a busy road like Powell Avenue, where we have a lot of pedestrians, I'm surprised there aren't more pedestrian auto accidents clashing, but that's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you, Terry. Any other citizens to be heard? Okay, hearing none. Oh. Bill? John?
Good evening. My name is John DePlacido. I live at 3005 West 53rd. And thank you for letting us speak. A couple of things. I'm glad to hear that the transition committee is on its way. Congratulate Kylie and Matt for volunteering for this very important piece of Mill Creek history. So, and just a couple recommendations. I was on the Government Study Commission, and one of the things that we used a lot was the DCED, and we talked about that before. And our representative in this area is Mary Heyman, and I would suggest that you might get a hold of her and formulate how you're going to start the committee, what it's going to look like, how should it work, timelines, and that's free. So you got to get off to a good start, and I think that would be a very good start. Also, I would suggest, if you haven't already, is to read the report. The report is very detailed. It's almost a year of intensive study, and it shows basically the baseline of how Mill Creek operates now and some suggestions on how it's going to work under the council manager form of government. So, and if you have any questions on that, I'm sure any GST member would be more than happy to talk to you about it. As far as the committee, I hope it's a subcommittee. I hope it's not this meeting. I hope it's another meeting, and I hope it's open to the public. And that committee will report to this body on a regular basis. I think it's important to have, however it's structured, to make sure that the public has input into it as we go forward. So I would hope you would do that. And that's basically it. Congratulations on taking that responsibility, and it will go well.
Thank you, John.
I like this index card idea because people take the list sometimes and it's not there. That was a good idea.
We like it too.
Sue Weber, 5338 Norris Drive. Kylie, thank you. Thank you for stepping up to do that. I mean, that's a huge learning curve and amount of work on your part. And I want you to know, as a taxpayer, I'm really grateful you're doing that. Firstly, I have a question. From this point on, I want to ask you as a board, if you would post online with the agenda prior to each meeting, the bills you will be approving for payment at your meeting, or have copies of the bills available for public inspection on the table at the rear of the meeting room where citizens pick up agendas. Many townships provide this level of transparency to their residents because you're just voting yes on bills, but we don't know what the bills are. So I contacted two of the larger townships locally, Harbor Creek and Summit, and they do that. They post them online, and I think it's Harbor Creek that has them at the back of the meeting room so people can look at them prior to your voting on them, and I wondered if you would please consider doing that.
We've talked about it. Cheryl, what is a typical amount of length of the bills? Because I know you referenced Harbor Creek and Summit, but they're not even close to what we have.
I understand
Not
that
even
they're-
close
yeah.
as far as volume. 50 pages was this batch. So in my opinion, I think to print out 50, pages of bills to have, but we could maybe print out one
Yeah,
set.
can you scan them online? That's what they use. That's what, I think it's Summit that scans them online while you're scanning the agenda. Then you don't make all those printed copies. Can you
Yeah,
think
the
about-
printed copies don't seem realistic to me.
Yeah, they don't, because if they're 50 pages, would you think about?
I would
putting-
be open to the scanning. I would be open to discussing it.
Yeah, thank you. I had a question from the last meeting. At the last meeting, you voted to lease 2 vehicles for the Parks and Rec Department instead of purchasing them outright. Jim, you voted against the leasing of the vehicles, and that's consistent with your past votes. You've always voted
Yes.
against leasing versus purchase.
Correct.
So I'm asking the board, do you have financial analysis that shows that leasing those 2 vehicles for the Parks and Rec Department was a better deal for the taxpayers than purchasing them? Do you have a financial analysis that the taxpayers could look at about how you made that decision?
If Treasurer Page wants to answer that now, or if you want to gather some information and get back to Mrs. Weber at a later date.
I do not have the exact numbers in front of me, because you're right, that was at the last meeting. So I don't have the leases with me at the moment. I do know, if you would like exact numbers, I can get you exact numbers. I do know that in the past, when you take the 60 months worth of payments and also add in the residual value that we will receive in the end, it has come in either at or maybe slightly below what it would cost to purchase and outfit the vehicles. But I cannot tell you exactly what the dollars are.
I was looking at the co-stars purchasing for those 2 vehicles, those 2 pickup trucks, and then I took the amount of money a month, $900 and some a piece, times all those years, and it really looked like it was a better deal for the taxpayers to just buy them outright, which is why Jim votes against this, because he believes that too. So I guess all I'm asking is, at the time they took that vote, had you supplied them with a financial analysis? Did you have it available when they took that vote to lease instead of purchase? Did you have that?
I do have that available if they would ask me that question, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Going once, going to, okay. Dennis?
I haven't spoken to you in a while.
We miss you.
Sure you do. It was kind of glossed over real quick. Thursday, you're finally announcing the general authorities. At what time was that?
Mr. Waldinger, can you answer that question?
Yeah, that's 11 a.m. on Thursday.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't have a pen at the time to write that down. And I didn't pray for any of you.
I don't know what to say to that, Dennis. Any other citizens to be heard? Going once. Going to. Yes. Name, address, date of birth, social security number,
Blood type?
blood type.
I'd like to know your horoscope sign.
Oh, that'll work.
Scorpio. I knew it. You knew that from a meeting. If you attended that meeting, as he is a Scorpio.
Believe it or not, I am too.
What? And she.
Wow. This is awesome.
Well, seeing a lot of new faces and hearing some of these people invite people, to come back to meetings, well, it's interesting. I sat next to a gentleman that's here tonight, not too late, but he said he's been a resident for 55 years and never been here. And just as well, all the people that were voted for on that commission, and as many times as I've came to this meeting or meetings, it was not very well attended by most of them. Some, yes. So my comment to a lot of the comments were made about picking people from that committee. Yes, did they learn a lot? Yes, so did the people that came to the meetings on the change of government, on all these meetings, supervisors meetings. They were attended, and you learn a lot, and you get to speak a lot, and you get in trouble sometimes. But I wish people would go back, those who didn't attend meetings, and they can still see every meeting, I believe, on YouTube pertaining to the study commission, and weigh the facts, not just from a report, also from watching the videos, the YouTube videos, and see other comments that were made and other claims that were made. I say claims, as just as I may have made claims, and they made claims
as to what it was going to cost and how easy it was going to go through. So that's my only comment. I would like to see people really pay attention, go back, look at it. As one person on that study commission said, this vote was going to be made by the most uninformed people in Mill Creek because they didn't take the time to even watch it or hear it. So I thank you for your time. Am I supposed to leave this with you? Really?
Right there.
Oh, really?
Those will then go to Cheryl.
So I'm done. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
It probably won't be after.
Citizens to be heard. 5 minutes of fame. Ooh, we got another one.
It's probably my fault.
Man.
Probably my fault.
Hi, Jim Dedad, former Government Study Commission member, 4017 Sierra Drive. I had some comments prepared here, and happy to say that with the announcement that Jim, you made with the beginning of the formation of the study or of the transition committee, I think that's excellent.
What did you think of the announcement? Good?
You did good job.
Do you approve?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Thank
you. As far as the makeup of the committee, now that will, come to be, and I like the idea of citizens having the ability to apply, if you will. And as far as study commission members go, I know we said 4 in our report. 1 would be great. I don't think the number was as critical as, it'd be nice to have at least some representation from somebody who's gone through the whole process under the study commission process. But most important is that we all want to see a successful transition to a new form of government. That's the bottom line. And there's no sabotaging or anything like that. Nobody wants to do that. And so, that's the goal. Let's have a successful transition, get the right people in place. It's an advisory role, so the supervisors still have the final say, basically. The committee provides that information to the supervisors. And so, my only concern is the timing is it's getting kind of tight because you mentioned May 1st to get off and running. And there's some things that absolutely need to be in place before candidates start to decide whether or not they want to run in 2027 for the new government positions. The other thing is that others have already said it, that there be transparency, clear transparency, open meetings, if you will, everything that goes along with that, to build the public trust. And so the public knows what is happening as it happens, timelines, and basically that's it. So in closing, these steps aren't controversial, they're not partisan, they're simply what well-run municipalities do. And Mill Creek voters overwhelmingly chose a modern professional council manager system, and now it's our responsibility, all of us, to make sure the transition is done carefully, openly, and in line with statewide best practices. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned
7:40.
at 7:40 p.m. Thank you.